Yo, what's good? And all before I was outside. Today we're going to talk about Supreme McGriff. For those of y'all who do know and don't, those who don't know, Supreme McGriff was a big member of the Queens drug trade in the 80s going into the 90s. He linked up with Murder Inc. Ja Rule. Allegedly had something to do with 50 Cent getting shot 9 times. But I'm going to tell y'all this morning how greatest Supreme was to the people in Queens. I'm going to tell y'all how he got tricked out of his freedom. For a mere $1,000, he has to do life in prison. E Moneybags, shout out to E Moneybags, and may he rest in peace. He bought a car from Supreme's car company. Supreme was selling some cars, and E Moneybags was hanging out with Prodigy from Mobb Deep. He's hanging out with Nas. He's from Brooklyn, moved out to Queens, had beef with the Lost Boys. E Moneybags bought a car. He put $1,000 down payment on it, right? All right, Ma, you have a nice day. And what he did was he paid Supreme's. It was Supreme's company. He gave the lady $1,000 for the car. Most of y'all know the story, but here, what I'm here to do is break down and understand it, how this story makes no sense at the end. You know what I'm saying? So what he did was he had a better deal on a better car, so he wanted his $1,000 back. I got caught like that before. I put $1,000 on the car. I didn't want the car. I wanted my refund. Now, if there's no refund, they're supposed to let you know off the bat. No refunds. They didn't let me know. First, they was trying to get me to run around, but it was never nothing stating that it was no refunds on it. So what they're supposed to do? They're supposed to give you your money back. They gave you my money back in 3 payments, a third, and then a third, and the last third they gave you the rest of the difference, whatever. But Supreme told his workers at the car company, E Moneybags ain't getting nothing back. There's no refund, no nothing. Like, he's just not getting it back. I said so, tell him, blah, blah, blah. Now, you're a big-time figure in Queens, big-time drug dealer. You running around with Ja Rule in them. You could have took that $1,000 and just gave it to him, yo, here, man, get out of here. But now, this is where Supreme gets tricked out of his freedom. Because 50 Cent once said Supreme is a businessman. If he's so much of a businessman, he should have gave this man this $1,000 back. But instead of, he's holding the man $1,000 and telling me he's keeping the man $1,000 just to see what he's going to do. E Moneybags runs down on him, pulls out on him. They get into this big bang out. Moneybags wind up hitting Black Just, who was in the car with Supreme. Black Just was cool with both sides, but Supreme was his man. But he was cool with the young boys in the hood, and E Moneybags one of the young boys in the hood. So they had respect for Just. But E Moneybags, not realizing Just was with him, hit Just in the leg. Preem, instead of taking him to the hospital, drove him around for somebody else to take him to the hospital. Black Just eventually bleeds out, loses his life. We know all of that. Then they put a hit out on E Moneybags. After they put the hit out on him, the team finds him outside Stretch. Stretch is the guy that was with Tupac when he got set up. It all sounds like bad company. Might or might not be, depends on who you are. So E Moneybags loses his life there. Now, Supreme eventually gets tied up to this a while later after they find the videotape in his bag in Maryland when the crime is getting ready to take place on E Moneybags, when they're ready to run down on him and take his life. They got the video. Preem, he had the video. So the cops found that. That all equals to life in prison without the possibility of parole for Supreme McGriff, who the feds and the police wanted anyway. They didn't want him on the streets anyway. And he cost himself his freedom. Now, over $1,000 that this man rightfully gave him out of his pockets for a car. If there was no refunds on the deal, E-Moneybags would have known that right then and there. You know what I'm saying? But there was no stipulations about no refunds or nothing like that. To me, honestly, the understanding is Supreme wanted to be nasty about it. Because they was all from different crews and Queens, and Supreme knew what crew he was from, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? So had Supreme just gave him the $1,000 back, he could have continued conducting the business that he was conducting, and he would have been all right. But instead, for $1,000, his manhood gets involved, people's lives get taken, and now he's in life in prison. Now, I understand you in life in prison thinking about the life in prison you're doing, but you got to think about, was the $1,000 worth it? This is Denard. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Instead of him, you know what I'm saying? And I mean it. All he had to truly do was conduct business and be the businessman that he truly was. But when you let your personal feelings get involved, I ain't gonna give E nothing. I ain't giving E nothing. Now, Preem gotta sit in jail for the rest of his life and think about for $1,000. He could have been riding around with Ja Rule, protecting Irv, and all this other stuff for $1,000. Because one thing led to the other. From the money to Irv and Ja getting robbed, to E losing his life, even Big Nose Troy losing his life. It all went that way. This is all father. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It's really a shame. Preem walk around with $1,000 in his damn sock just to keep it there. He had no business spending the rest of his life in jail over $1,000. And I'm out. Peace. No business.